UVA's Ruffin Gallery, the exhibition We Dream of Life will open this Friday, January 30th, and run until March 20th. The installation is the collaboration between New Mexico-based artist Paula Wilson and California-based artist Iris Irehu. The exhibition will kick off this Friday with an artist talk from 3:30 to 5 p.m. at Campbell Hall and an opening reception from 5 to 7:30 p.m. at Ruffin Gallery. For Arts This Week, we spoke with the two artists and the Ruffin Gallery and Visiting Artist Program Manager, Elena Yu.
Hi, I'm Paula Wilson. I'm a multidisciplinary artist based in Carrizozo, New Mexico.
My name is Iris Irehu, and I'm visiting from Los Angeles, California. I'm a visual artist. I make paintings, textiles, sculptures.
My name is Elena Yu, and I'm the Ruffin Gallery and Visiting Artist Manager at the UVA Department of Art. I'm originally from California and from the West Coast, and I knew Iris and then learned of Paula's work through following Iris's practice and admiring as an artist myself the way that they work together in friendship. And so when thinking about what artists I wanted to bring to the UVA community and to the Charlottesville community, I thought of these two wonderful artists whose practices embody kind of a holistic approach to art and life that takes into account these unique places, special places that they live in.
We kicked off with the invitation from Elena over a year ago. And initially we knew we wanted to make something that was hyper collaborative, but we weren't quite clear what that would be. And it started with Iris visiting me in New Mexico. And we thought we would just talk about what we wanted to do or just kind of brainstorm. And then before we knew it, we were launched into creating this over 52-foot figurative piece that will span the length of the gallery. And yeah, we started mono printing and built a model, figured out things from the beginning like that.
Yeah, it was also a marriage of both of our ways of working, painting, printmaking, collaging. We also, brought in our own personal iconography into the work. So it's really a collaboration kind of on all parts. And when we were working together, we worked together in person largely, and we're sharing the same meals, we're kind of on the same routine. So it really feels like a birth from this sort of unified, organic lifestyle that we cultivated. Paula makes these large, monumental figures who are mostly women, and I paint these blue figures that are sort of floating in like subterranean watery spaces in my paintings. And so this collaboration is sort of a marriage of that. And we were also thinking about the Egyptian deity Nut, who governs the skies and the cosmos, and she is thought to swallow the sun each night and birth it in the morning.
Yeah, and so I think that when we were creating this figure, a lot of the colors, we were thinking about a celestial scene, but something that moved from bright yellow, kind of starburst energy, and then flowed into the depth of night, these kind of midnight blues and stars kind of twinkling along, and then back down into the bright yellow.
Yeah, we were interested in these moments of transition, like the sunrise, the sunset, dusk, dawn, and so the colors really mimic that.
It's all one, these sort of divides between the human and the natural, or even the waking life and the dream world. To us, they're unified, and that pulling from natural elements that then take place within the body of the figure further heightens that reality that nature is a part of us and we are a part of nature. And part of our friendship is sharing dreams with each other, even taking dream kind of classes where you're dreaming socially with others. Dreams are just as real as the waking life.
Art making is a way to, draw out that that world in a way and bring it into a shareable space. Dreams are, incredibly inspiring to us, and dreams and myth have, a very integrated and ongoing relationship historically. And so Newt seems to be sort of ripe for this world of dreams that we're exploring.
This idea of the kind of individual cast, especially the individual artist, I think is such a myth that doesn't serve us, that so much art and so much of our lives is a collaborative endeavor.
And especially in the art world, I think there's this priority of the creative genius and the sole author of a work. And, we're trying to critique that and resist that.
And kind of celebrate friendship overall. I think that universities are such a great place where people really meet so many of their lifetime friends, and it's exciting to be showing here where it's kind of in that embrace of friendship's power in our lives.
I think there's so many moments in the piece where, there's just these extreme details. And I think both Paula and I make artwork that really reward the viewer that sticks around. We both want to highlight the handmade. Everything in this piece is made by hand, it's painted by hand, nothing is done digitally. The slowness of that, we want to highlight that. I think so much of the ethos of the work is about staying open and remaining porous.
There might be a jumping board, a jumping off point where you see this snake skin. You're like, oh, that reminds me of this experience where I was walking and I came across a snake skin, or look at those teeth floating around in space. That reminds me of something else. And so that there could build these associations that don't have to be about the work itself, but about your experience in the world and in friendship. The whole gallery is painted this midnight blue color. And so I think there's this moment when they'll walk in where your eyes will have to adjust to this dim lighting, and then to see this immense piece that almost holds a kind of celestial sense of awe and wonder.
You'll see a full gradient from yellow to orange to magenta to purple to dark blue. There are teeth floating around. There are seeds that look like hands that are both floating around and on this giant blue figure's body.
Lots of yucca.
There's worlds within worlds. It's sort of infinite in that way. A lot of playing around with scale.
The hands of the figure interlace to form an infinity sign, and the hands are holding a compost pile from which roots and debris is falling, cascading into space.
We Dream of Life also marks the final exhibition curated at Ruffin Gallery by Elena Yu, who is departing to California to join UC Berkeley's Department of Art Practice as gallery manager.
I'm very honored that this exhibition will be my send-off and a big celebration of the future potential of arts programming at Ruffin Gallery, as I know the gallery will continue to bring inspiring artists from all over the world, as they have the last few years.
The Ruffin Gallery will host the exhibition We Dream of Life by Paula Wilson and Iris Irehu. It opens this Friday, January 30th, with an artist talk from 3:30 to 5 p.m. at Campbell Hall, and an opening reception from 5 to 7:30 p.m. at Ruffin Gallery. Learn more online at art.as.virginia.edu. Arts This Week is supported by the UVA Arts Council and Piedmont Virginia Community College. PVCC Arts presents a rich array of dance, music, theater, and visual arts programming. Learn more at pvcc.edu. For Arts This Week, this is Coco On. You're listening to WTJU.